Next up on our deep dive series, we have KuCoin, aka the People's Exchange. Like many others, the exchange emerged during the glorious bull run of 2017 and has since fought its way to become one of the top dogs. But does the company deserve its accolades, or is it sweeping some controversies under the rug? Fear not, for CoinScan has the answers. Join us as we ask, KuCoin, whocoin? While it's not as much of a household name as, say, Coinbase, KuCoin is still a well-known centralized exchange. It was first created in 2013 by CEO Michael Gann and 7 associates before fully springing to life on September 15, 2017. Over the next few years, KuCoin received over $170 million worth of capital injection, helping it to grow rapidly. The exchange has since really spread its wings, launching both KuCoin Spotlight, which incubates new projects such as Lusco and Polkadex, and Windvane, its very own NFT marketplace. With 10 million users worldwide and operating in over 200 countries, KuCoin deserves its title as one of the top 5. Now, one of its key draws is its large listing of altcoins. Currently, it holds a staggering 731 tokens across 1,272 trading pairs. That said, some of these are a little questionable and have very low market caps, making them high-risk assets. Another element that separates the exchange from its contemporaries is that whilst members can provide a KYC to have full access, this is not required as long as the user accepts certain limits on trading and withdrawals. Now, KuCoin is quite iconic with its vivid green and white palette, and you might be forgiven for thinking you were using Binance with a colour swap. In terms of features, KuCoin also has more options than you can shake a Bitcoin at, like spot and margin trading, bot trading, lending, borrowing, and mining. In fact, there is so much going on that it probably isn't the best for new traders. A tip of the hat mention goes to the fact that its mobile and desktop versions are identical in function, meaning traders only need to learn once, which is no easy development feat. However, the Fire onboarding process leaves a lot to be desired, and is reportedly clunky at best and outright unusable at worst, with many cards incompatible for use on the site. Not ideal. KuCoin shines in this department. The exchange offers competitively low trading fees compared to its rivals, and as such, users can expect to pay around 0.0125% and 0.10% depending on the trade, spot or futures for example. Interestingly, also similar to sites like Binance and OKX, the cost of fees depend on users' level and whether or not they are fortunate enough to be VIPs. Consequently, as mentioned, KuCoin's trading fees are incredibly competitive. The level of maker and taker costs change depending on the coin type. There are 3 classes, with Class A coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum coming in at 0.1%. Lesser known coins are Class B and have 0.2% fees, and finally the really obscure ones are Class C, which understandably have maker-taker fees of 0.3%. There is a handy link to the fees page on the main article, but overall, top score to KuCoin here. KuCoin knows all too well how important security is, as it suffered a hack on September 26, 2021, with damages amounting to more than 180 million USD worth of stolen cryptocurrencies. There was a silver lining to the event, however, as it caused KuCoin to beef up their security to extremely high levels, ensuring that their platform was protected in the best ways possible. And it hasn't been successfully hacked since. KuCoin now has a 24/7 security team with the sole job for protecting users' privacy and protecting their assets from infringement, and the exchange continuously improves its security-related mechanisms, such as IP login features, which automatically trigger and warn the user when a new account attempts to log in. KuCoin's anti-phishing phrase system is a big tick for the exchange too. Users can also add a safety phrase to their accounts to avoid phishing emails and websites. Then they will receive an email with the words when logging in. If it's incorrect or not displayed properly, users will know that it's a phishing site rather than the actual website and will not proceed with actions any further. In addition, another crucial security feature KuCoin includes is withdrawal limits of around 1 Bitcoin daily. That's around 18,000 USD at the time of writing. So, if scammers were somehow to get hold of a user's account information, they can't wipe them clean by taking all of their finances at once. At first glance, KuCoin steps up to the plate when it comes to support, with an extremely useful help section covering most areas of concern, which features numerous articles on the hot topics such as trading, deposits and withdrawals, and passwords, among many others. There is a search bar for when the query isn't straightforward, and even a support request function for when the questions are more complicated. There is also apparently a 24/7 live system for those who need help more urgently, but despite the exchange announcing that it's been upgraded in order to issue better customer service, users have reported that it is typically unavailable and they instead have to send in a support request. Throughout the years, KuCoin has remained one of the more secure crypto exchanges, boasting bank-level security on its wallets. Nevertheless, since losing around $150 million from the mentioned attack, there remains some lingering shade on the exchange's level of protection and whether or not it's good enough for the everyday user. Another issue which raised many controversial concerns included a notice published by KuCoin at the beginning of 2022 in February. KuCoin took to its website and social accounts, including Telegram, to warn users that criminals pretending to be the exchange team behind the exchange, getting users to sign fake listing agreements to send transfers of digital assets to a fraudulent deposit address. In addition, the exchange supplied victims of the hack with the email addresses of its security team so members could easily reach out for necessary help and extra security. Furthermore, in April 2020, the Singapore court also locked the crypto exchange's web domain to prevent KuCoin from switching its assets, including its website, from the country. Following the ban, the legal entity behind KuCoin and the owner of the KuCoin.com domain resigned, raising many concerns from users who took to socials like Reddit to try and understand the company's corporate structure. However, the thought process behind the former members remains unclear. KuCoin has numerous advantages compared to other cryptocurrency marketplaces. One of the most prominent is that it boasts more than 700 cryptocurrencies, a lot more than many of its contemporaries. Thus, new and experienced investors alike can find almost any cryptocurrency they're interested in purchasing or trading. However, the less developed coins should be traded with caution. Although the platform offers standard all-important security measures such as anti-phishing phrases, identity verification and more, one of the primary drawbacks of KuCoin is the lack of a US license, which many exchange giants, like Coinbase for example, have secured. Regardless, American citizens continue to use the platform despite not being KYC registered and therefore put themselves at risk due to not having the necessary security requirements in place in case of an unfortunate event. That said, KuCoin does have a fantastic selection of competitive trading fees alongside volume discounts and multiple advanced features including margin trading and mining. However, as with all exchanges, users must do their due diligence before deciding whether or not KuCoin is a suitable platform for their needs. I'm Stuart, aka The Wordsmith, on behalf of CoinScan.